Good morning, Year 4. This is Mrs. Fletcher-Brown here again with my son, who seems to be being a little bit of a assistant today, although I don't know how helpful he is. And I'm going to be talking you through our next book club session. So session 2 for Letters and the Lighthouse. Letters from the Lighthouse, sorry. Okay, so we're going to begin today by recapping the words that we looked at in yesterday's session. So we had pen pal, dimming, and jarred. The new words that we're going to be looking at today are these: jostling. So if you are being jostled, it means you're being pushed around. You might be in a crowd, or you might be being bumped into on purpose by somebody else. Mackintosh. A mackintosh is a raincoat made of waterproof rubberized cloth. And emerging. If you are emerging, it means that you are rising up or coming into view rather than suddenly appearing. Emerging means coming into view or coming up slowly. So see if you can keep a lookout for those 3 words today. So session 2. Session 2, we're going to be reading to the bottom of page 13. So once again, what I'm going to do today, I know, sorry, Year 4. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to read through all of these questions. You can then go to Miss Wells' video on the pupil portal of her reading chapter 1. And when she gets to the bottom of page 13, you'll know to stop the video. So the bottom of page 13 ends with this. Then I was falling down again, very hard and very fast. I don't remember the landing part. So when Miss Wells reads that, you can pause the video and you should have been able to have found the answers to all these questions. These are the questions that we want you to be trying to answer as Miss Wells is reading. So the first one is, what do the people's reactions tell us about how they feel about the air raid? And that's going to be an explaining skill. So think about the people's reactions and what that tells us about how they're feeling about the air raid. And there'll be clues in the text that will help you to explain that answer. The next question is, what might this tell us about life in London during the war? Now, this is a skill in which you need to infer. So it might not tell you a really clear answer in the book. It won't say, this tells us that life in London in the war was. It won't say that. You're going to have to use the clues. You have to find clues in the text to help you answer that question. The final question is a little bit different. We're going to be asking you to predict, so making a sensible guess about what might happen based on clues you've already read. And it says, predict what you think might happen next. Here are some phrases to help you. So you might want to write your own prediction down without any help, but if you want to use these sentence stems to help you, you can. For example, you might write, I think that because as the is, I think might be possible. So it's going to be really quite a tricky thing to write that down, but have a go. The main question is, what do you predict will be happening next? Well done. You can write your answers down and you can take a picture of them and send it into Dojo. If you do write your answers down, write session 2, letters from the Lighthouse at the top of the page so we know what questions you're managing to answer. Very, very well done, and I'll see you tomorrow.